Hello, 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 it's Dolly. Welcome to my channel, Scrapping on the Go. This process video is to share the cards that I created using close to my heart stamps. I am a consultant. I will have my link listed below where you can come over and shop with me if you are interested in any of the products that I share. I will try to share most all the products that I used for these cards. It will create a longer video, but I will do my best. Now, understand that my scrap papers are just exactly that. I tried to use mostly all close to my heart papers, but I did bring in other papers within my stash. All right, so for these first few cards that I created, I used the Stamp and Thin Cuts called Angel Hugs from Close to My Heart, product Z3634. To color in the girl image, I remember the color that I use, which is from the Spectrum Norman Tri-Blends, and this one is Jade Green Blend. The white, I used my finger and just used Close to My Heart White Daisy ink. And then for my black, I strictly used Archival Black, because I knew I was going to do some coloring. So that's the first card using that stamp set. This is the second one, and again, these are all close to my heart papers behind this image. This first one, I know this is the specialty close to my heart paper, this is a close to my heart paper, and this is cardstock. This strip is not. I think this is from the Aurora collection. I don't remember. But anyway, like I said, I used older paper products from Close to My Heart. And then the sequence is the Rose Gold. It is no longer available. I do hope they bring that back. It goes beautifully with the new stamp called Cinnamon, which is what I use to distress the outside edge here. And then for the tri-blend of this redhead color, I used the dark red and pink to soften that up. And then for the blank face image, I used, it is called Fair Skin Blend. And again, these are all the tri-blends from Spectrum Norm. Alright, this card here, same thing. You can tell I used the same paper collection line, and I left the image blank. And for the shadow effect, I took the new ink called Cinnamon, and I took my wide water blend paintbrush. You can see the water just, I'm not even squeezing it, just comes out, and I took the ink and applied it. You can even see it stained it a little bit, but it still comes out clear once you clean your brush. And I just did that image there. Alright, this one here. Now this background paper right here is not close to my heart. That is from Pretty Little Studios. I do remember that. And that one I used the taller image right here. And I stamped out the word, have no worries. I have no words, I'm sorry, just hugs. I used some thread, just standard sewing thread, and wound it up and tucked it underneath there. For the hair, I used the True Blue Turquoise mixed with the coral to lighten that up, and then the blue is right in there, and then I used the little bits from Close to My Heart. Let me get them out. I'm sorry, I didn't have these ready. These are the bitty sparkles, and I placed those right there. This little bird here is part of that stamp set. This one here, again, just coloring in the girl's hair, and I used Doll Green, left this blank, use the bitty sparkles from the middle of the flowers, and then for the inside of those little pink flowers, I use the bright pink on the light side of the tri-blend. I used, you can barely tell here, but I have a little bit of sewing thread right here in an off yellow, and then I stamped right here, and then this paper in the background is an old Close to My Heart paper. I made several of these. I had so much fun making these. Now the background paper here is not a Close to My Heart paper. I think this is a Bella Boulevard paper or a crepe paper here. And for the blue here, I did not use the tri-blends. I used the new blue ink color called Blue Bell. And again, I just used my thin water brush. I have a thin one and then a wide one, and I just watered and inked and was really careful and inked that up. And then those flowers came from, which set from Close to My Heart? Celebration. So that came from the Celebration right here, this stamp right here. And you can see it cleaned off really nice. This is upside down. All right, this one here, I just took 1 3/4 punch, and I cut this card, the white cardstock down, backed it in pink cardstock from Close to My Heart, and then this card paper here is from Close to My Heart. And now we're moving on to another ink pad that I used, and this one is called Treasured Memories D1933, and I'll take that one kind of out of its package here. And I used the leaves here cut on the side, and then I use this solid one here, which is this light green one, which is Lagoon ink from Close to My Heart. And the pink here, I used this like watercolor type blotch, and the back part is Smoothie. And then, of course, Thinking of You, it came from this stamp set. All right, now we're going to move on to, this one is called Floral Celebration Stamp. It was the August stamp of the month. It's S2008. And I created my own little background image here using this stamp and these leaves in this open circle. Again, I used the new color Bluebell. The red is Sangria here, that's kind of deep red, and the yellow is the chiffon color, and then this leaf here is the toffee. And here I added some blue splatters that is from navy from Heidi Swap Color Shine. This was a summer release here, this in 2020 from Close to My Heart. Again, I stamped out using this stamp here, and I used both the sapphire ink to stamp out the flower image, but colored in using the Bluebell. Then I added a little bit of the bitty sparklers right there, and for that corner piece, that actually came from another collection called For My Beautiful Friends, and it was also a stamp of the month, and it's S2007. This one here is, okay, we're going to move on to a new stamp, and this one is, like I said, For My Beautiful Friend stamp of the month, S2007. I just don't remember what stamp of the month. I didn't write it on my packaging. And so I used the butter. I used everything in this collection. I did stamped along the side here. I used some of our glitter shimmer trim there. This is a paper from Close to My Heart. These two colors here that I used to ink up is, I think it's Thistle and Pixie ink from Close to My Heart. Then the image girl here with the flower where you can't see her face. I did several using that, and then cut out the sentiment here, and I used my tri-blends, and there's just so many colors I used, it's going to take too long for me to go through that. Then I did some splatters here using Heidi Swapp Color Shine, and I just colored. I used the purple. If you really want to know all these colors, I can give them to you. Just leave a comment below, because it's going to go too far. Well, I mean too long. So we have the background paper. For the pink here, I know that I used the bright pink tri-blends, and I used one of the purples. I don't remember which one. Here I've got the purple and blue and the yellow. I think the yellow is called Citrus. Now we're going to move on to another stamp set, and this one is called Floral Borders. It's C1822, and we'll take it out of the package, and that's right there. I've got a strip of paper, and then here with the dotted, there's a dotted line. I just stamped that right on there. Again, inked it in, stamped the little hello there, used one of my Heidi Swapp Color Shine inks. This one here has more of the chalky, uneven look, and that is because I use distressed ink, of course stamped right here, thinking of you, and I used the Heidi Swapp Color Shine in gold and did a few splatters. Okay, this last one here, which I'm still working on two more, and this is using Bloom. Nope, that's not Bloom with Grace. I'll have to give you guys this one here, this mason jar one. It's in my wrong envelope. This is not the Bloom with Grace. As you can tell, I didn't use any papers. And then I have two more that I have in the works right here that I haven't completed. So I stamped this one in the sapphire, and then the second stamp here is in the new color, what did I call it? The bluebell color, and then the pink here. And then this one is the one that I used Bloom with Grace, but again I used my tri-blends and did all my inking in the colors. This little saying here is from Pink Paisley. I can't remember, it was her autumn collection, I think last year that came out, and so I just placed that right on top there, something simple. And none of this here other than the paper is from Close to My Heart. The rest, oh, and this stamp image is from the Celebration collection. Alright, that completes the cards that I created this weekend. If you have any questions, leave comments below, and like I said, I have my link to my Close to My Heart channel. Alright, keep coming back, give me a thumbs up, and we will see you next time. Bye.